Let's start. Greetings and good day, everyone. We are the Group 2 of Class ARC 231D1, presenting a report about interior finish materials and fixtures in completion for our architectural interior subject. Here are the group members of Group 2, and we will tackle the different types of ceiling finish materials, its advantages and disadvantages, as well as toilet and bath fixtures and hardware. Let's begin with the first reporter.
Good day everyone, my name is King Christopher Jedrick Dinoy and today I will discuss the definition of fiberglass. So what is fiberglass? Fiberglass is a minimalistic decorative product in the form of lightweight panels formed by mixing fine glass fibers bonded together. Typically used in suspended ceiling systems, they offer absorption, thermal insulation, and cosmetic appeal. Fiberglass ceiling tiles are designed for use in commercial, industrial, and residential settings due to their resistance to moisture as well as fire and mold issues. So, what is advantages and disadvantage of this finished ceiling material? So the advantages of this finished ceiling material is to prevent of moisture and mold, easy maintenance and high reliability, lightweight and having properties of sound absorption, and lastly, different designs are available. Let's proceed to disadvantages. Quite costly and difficult to fit, scratches easily and yellows over time. Insulation is very poor, and lastly, there must be adequate ventilation in order to reduce moist condensation. And next presenter po.
Ceiling finish material. Gypsum. A flat finish surface, usually 8 to 10 feet off the ground. Most commonly, they are constructed of either drywall or plaster. It's the kind of ceiling most of us have in our homes. Next slide po. Um, it has disadvantages and advantages. First, advantages is this material is lightweight, inexpensive, and easy to work with. It looks great and lends itself well to many different types of design. It's also versatile when comes to available finishes, and also it provides acoustic benefits. And it also has disadvantages like these materials can feel somewhat dull. They can make the space feel cramped. Next materials po.
Okay, so for the next ceiling finish material, PVC. It is also known as polyvinyl chloride, which is a type of plastic material that is widely produced and utilized in a variety of applications. As ceiling panels, they are lightweight and easy to install on flat surfaced ceilings. There are interlocking panels available on the market as well as decorative tiles. And it is a ceiling material most suitable for damp rooms such as bathrooms because plastic is moisture resistant and waterproof. Moving on to the pros and cons of this ceiling finish material, PVC is cost effective because it doesn't require much maintenance and finishing seals like other ceiling materials to preserve its longevity, which in turn would cost more money. It does not require heavy laboring due to its straightforward installation processes and quick and easy efficient construction. It is durable and moisture resistant, repelling possible mold from moisture buildup and mildew. Unfortunately, it also possesses a few disadvantages such as the following. It is not prevalent in the local market right now, and it is more expensive than gypsum boards. It is not really suitable in high humidity rooms like kitchens because the heat could rise from stoves that can cause that can trigger the chloride in the PVC to release toxic fumes, and it could be very dangerous in cases of fire. The next.
So the last sealing finish material is the wooden sealing finishes. It refers to the application of wood materials to ceilings for decorative and functional purposes. This can include various forms such as wooden planks, panels, beams, and tiles. Wooden finishes can be made from different types of wood, and it can be stained, painted, or treated to achieve specific looks or protect against moisture. There's advantage and disadvantages of this. Next. So the advantages of the wooden ceiling finishes are it provides aesthetic appeal with their warm, natural look, enhancing an ambience of any space. They also excel in sound absorption, creating a quieter environment and, and are versatile, available in various styles, colors, and textures to suit different designs. Additionally, wooden finishes can be durable, lasting many years with proper maintenance, and they can add value to a property due to their attractive nature. And the disadvantages of this is wood is sensitive to moisture, making it prone to warping, mold, and mildew in humid conditions. It requires regular maintenance such as sealing and refinishing, which can be time consuming and costly. Furthermore, wooden finishes tend to be more expensive than alternative materials and can attract pests like termites if not treated. The installation can also be complex, requiring skilled labor, and wood poses a higher fire risk compared to non combustible materials. Balancing these factors is essential when considering wooden ceiling finishes. Next.
Proceeding with the toilet and bath fixtures and hardwares, we will tackle about each types and their advantages and disadvantages as well.
So what is bathtub? Bathtub is a large container for holding water in which person may bath. One of the more common types, it is typically used in bathrooms and can be made out of porcelain, acrylic, fiberglass, or cast iron. Bathtubs are used for bathing and may be found in anybody's home, allowing the person to immerse in what water will aid in personal hygiene, relaxation, and even for therapeut- therapeutic purposes. And there are different types of bathtubs. The first one is alcove bathtub. The alcove bathtub fits into a three-wall enclosure and with one exposed side. It's space efficient, commonly found in smaller bathrooms, and often combined with a shower. It is usually rectangular, affordable, and easy to install. The second one is freestanding bathtub. A freestanding bathtub is a standalone flexible design piece that isn't attached to walls. It adds a luxurious feel but typically costs more and requires more space than alcove tubs. The third one is drop-in bathtub. A drop-in bathtub is installed into a pre-built frame, exposing only the interior. It offers a sleek, customizable look but requires more installation work and space. The fourth one is corner bathtub. A corner bathtub fits into two walls, typically larger and triangular or oval in shape. It offers more space for soaking and is ideal for larger bathrooms. The fifth one is walk-in bathtub. A walk-in bathtub has a door for easy entry, built-in seating, and safety features, making it ideal for people with mobility challenges. It offers a safe and comfortable bathing experience. And last but not the least is Whirlpool Bathtub. A Whirlpool bathtub has jets that provides a massaging effect, offering a spa-like experience for relaxation and hydrotherapy. They come in various shapes and sizes but may require more maintenance due to their complex plumbing. And next presenter po.
So now we have faucets, which are one of the most essential bathroom fittings. Taps or faucets are considered permanent bathroom hardwares that control the water and its temperature in lavatories, basins, and bathtubs. They come in different styles for whichever interior design the client may choose. So, choosing the right faucet design and finish can elevate their bathroom's aesthetics. These are some of the types of faucets. First, we have the center set, which is a traditional style with one tap for cold water and one tap for hot water. It is a combined spout and two handles within a single unit that is installed onto the same deck plate. Next, we have widespread, where the spout and handles are separate in this type of faucet. The wider faucet spread design fits best in larger bathrooms and spacious vanities. It is recommended to apply in modern and high-end bathroom aesthetics. And then we have the single handle, which has hot and cold temperatures that can be controlled in this single hole faucet. It is a simple design wherein one handle should be shifted to either the left or to the right from hot to cold water. And it is best to use in family homes as it is convenient to use by children, the elderly, and the disabled. And then the next we have is the wall-mounted faucet, which are utilized for ultra-modern bathroom aesthetics, where the faucet is drilled into the wall above the sink or basin. Deck-mounted faucets are situated on the area of the sink where the faucet can be installed, which is called the deck, and these faucets are mounted on it. They are the easiest to install, to repair, and they are the more affordable options. And lastly, we have the bridge faucet, which have a um, horizontal pipe acting as a bridge to connect the hot and cold handles.
Next fixtures is lavatory. Refers to a sink used in a bathroom for washing hands and face. The word lavatory comes from the Latin word lavatorium, which means a place for washing. A- And these are the examples. These are the lavatory types. First, the wall-mounted, drop-in, pedestal, corner, undermount, vessel, semi-pedestal, and freestanding. I guess the drop-in is mostly common types of lavatory. Next po.
And lastly, toilet. It is a fixture used for disposal of human waste, typically consisting of a bowl and a tank. It flushes waste away using water. These are the types of toilet. Next. First is the one piece toilet. It has a tank and bowl that are fused together into a single seamless unit. This streamlined look offers a contemporary vibe, making it a popular choice for those who want their bathroom to have a clean, uncluttered appearance. Next is the wall-mounted toilet. Installed on the wall, this type saves floor space and allows for easy cleaning beneath. Next is compact. It is a smaller version of a standard toilet. Compact toilets typically include concealed trapways or skirted design to maintain a consistent and simplified look. Next is the smart toilet. Equipped with advanced features such as bidet, heated seats, self-cleaning functions, and automatic flushing. Next is the dual flush toilet. It gives the user a choice of two buttons for flushing waste. One button delivers the full 1.6-gallon tank capacity for flushing solid waste. The other button saves up a half flush or zero point 0.8 gallons to rid the bowl of liquid waste. Next is the gravity flush toilet. It uses gravity to pull waste down the drain, typically quieter and simpler design. Next is the pressure assisted toilet. A toilet a type of toilet that uses compressed air or water pressure to provide a more forceful flush. They were developed to address the limitation of traditional gravity-fed toilets, which sometimes struggle to appear uh, struggle to clear waste effectively. Lastly is the bidet toilet, a movable or fixed nozzle, either attached to an existing toilet on the back or side toilet rim, or replacing the toilet seat. In these cases, its use is restricted to cleaning the anus and genitals. Some bidets of this type produces a vertical water jet and others a more or less oblique one. That's all.
Thank you for listening, Architect Kiel Margot Areventar. This has been a presentation by our group. I am Candelaria Melissa Monique. Uh, Pa-introduce na lang iba.
I am Queenie Ibanez.
Mm-mm.
I'm Christian Gabriel Sudario.
And this has been our presentation. Thank you po.